Welcome to Everyday Happiness, where we create lasting happiness in 2 minutes a day through my signature method of intentional margins, creating harmony between your to-dos and your priorities, happiness science, and musings about life. I'm your host, Katie Jeffcoat, and I'm wondering, how are you finding the coveted balance that we all crave? Maybe it's finding the balance in the day between tasks, or maybe it's finding that harmony in the week or as a whole. Perhaps you look at the next few months as a season and you think about what your priorities are for a season of time. I invite you to ask yourself, what domains in your life do you want to prioritize in this season? Is it work? Perhaps you have a big deadline, or maybe it is community or family, kids, hobbies, anything. Oftentimes we get so busy on the hamster wheel of to-dos, we don't stop to think about what we really want. What are our priorities? How can we achieve the to-dos and also find those intentional margins to fulfill our priorities? I mean, do you beat yourself up over not engaging in what you believe are your priorities, but feel like you can't? You're pulled in so many directions. Oh, wow, can't. That's a strong word, right? But if we're feeling like we're tethered to the to-do list, to the work, to the obligations, and those activities are not helping you feel fulfilled happiness, I think we need to take a breath. Intentional margins is a filter. I know how it feels to feel so busy you can't breathe. You're just in the depths of this overwhelm. Sometimes it's just noticing that we actually have more margin than we realize, especially when we're feeling overwhelmed. And when we get those small margins, to notice and use them to fill our cup. So this week, I invite you to create 4 pillars of where your intentional margins would fall. Where do you feel like your time would make you feel the most fulfilled, the most calm, if that's what you're after? Ask yourself, what has the greatest priority right now? Next, I invite you to put one activity. It doesn't have to be long, but one activity on the calendar for each of these pillars. It can be a 15-minute walk in nature. It can be a coffee date with a friend. It can be 5-minute meditation or a 20 minutes to knit. The margins are completely up to you. And until next time, where we dive into more of the 4 pillars, remember, kindness is contagious.